Hey everybody, this is Mr. Wick, and this week I'm going to be talking about something called central idea. I discussed it briefly last week, but we're really going to be going into it in some depth this week. So, the learning target for this week is to identify a meaningful central idea in a text. And this is how the week is going to look. First of all, we're going to understand what central idea is. Then you're going to read and annotate a text called The Pedestrian. You're going to identify topics from that text. And then ultimately, you're going to identify and articulate, that just means put into writing, a central idea for the text. As you remember from last week, a topic is an important subject in a discussion, an image, a film, or a story, basically anything worth thinking or talking about. And topics help us identify central ideas. So from the example last week with the girl who pulls her eyebrow off, we came up with some topics: carelessness, regret, vanity, preparation, beauty. These are all good topics for this GIF. And if you remember from last week, a topic is normally one word, maybe 2 words or 3 words. It's not a full sentence. But a central idea is a full sentence, and it basically says what the message or insight the writer has of a story. And we use topics to, as I said, find these central ideas. A story or a text can have more than one central idea. So if we look at the example of the girl again, and these are our topics. Say I take the topic of beauty. A central idea based on the topic of beauty is our efforts to follow society's standards of beauty may backfire. This statement is a central idea, and you'll notice that the central idea, it's a sentence or a statement. It's not just 1 word or 2 words, and it's based on that topic of beauty. It's basically what is this GIF trying to say about beauty. How do we write a central idea? The important thing is it has to be a general statement that you can apply to more than one text. So in our example, our efforts to follow society's standards of beauty may backfire. I could apply that central idea to not just the GIF, but to any other example that has the same central idea. So, if I said the girl in the video's efforts to follow society's standards of beauty backfired, and if I said our efforts to follow society's standards of beauty may backfire, these are very similar central ideas, but the first one is not a good central idea because it's too specific. It only applies to that GIF where we had the girl in the video. But if I change the language a little bit, so instead of saying the girl in the video, I say our efforts, or humanity, or people's efforts to follow society's standards of beauty may backfire. That is a good central idea because it's general, and I can apply that to not just the girl in the GIF, but to other similar pictures or texts. Let's look at another example of a central idea. So let's take the topic of carelessness, and we can come up with this central idea. Acts done quickly and carelessly can lead to long-term regret. Right, we've got this girl, she's pulled off her eyebrow, she's done something very careless because she's done it quickly without thinking, and now she's got some regrets that are going to last for a long time, or at least until that eyebrow grows back again. Another example, so this is from the picture we had in one of the assignments from last week, and a lot of you came up with some really awesome topics, and you also, when I asked you what was this topic trying to say about the image, or what's the artist trying to say about the image, and a lot of you came up with basically what were central ideas. So here are some topics: nuclear war, or just war, apocalypse, end of the world, those two mean the same thing, art or artists, dedication, passion, beauty, what does it mean to be an artist? A lot of these topics are kind of very similar. And based on these topics, we can come up with central ideas. So if we take the topic of art, we can form the central idea, even tragedy can inspire art. And a lot of you came up with that one. If we take the topic of beauty, right, we can say something like, beauty can be found anywhere, even in our most dire moments. You know, in this picture, you've got what looks like some kind of war or nuclear war going on, and you've got this person painting perhaps something beautiful. So even when things look really bad, there can be beauty in the world. Some more examples. So we can take artists, or what it means to be an artist, those kind of mean the same topic, and we can come up with this central idea. A true artist is able to find beauty in any situation, even in tragedy. And if you notice from all these central ideas that I've just given you, they're all general, right? A true artist is able to find beauty in any situation, even in tragedy. I could apply that to this picture, or I could apply it to other pictures that have the same central idea. Now, if I said a boy painting is able to find beauty in any situation, even in tragedy, that is not general, right? It's too specific to the picture. The writer is trying, or the artist is trying, to communicate a general truth about art. So in summary, when we're trying to work out a central idea, we start by identifying a topic, short, 1 or 2 words as a subject in the text or the image. The central idea is the writer's message or insight based on that topic, and it's expressed as a general statement.